social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
And we are back. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, so you know what we're about to do. I want to talk about Phylicia Rashad. I am an 80s baby. Tacitly, Phylicia Rashad helped raise me. So if anybody say, who raised you? Phylicia Rashad did, and to a degree. I think she's a fantastic woman, and we disagree philosophically on a lot of things and such like that. But I think she's a classy woman. But she's gotten in trouble. The Sisterhood is coming for Phylicia Rashad. And they're coming for Phylicia Rashad because she dare say something that's true. Women criticize Phylicia Rashad for saying no man wants to see his woman dressing half naked in public. I've noticed, and we're going to jump into the Hellcat and get to these comments because the comments are bananas. But I noticed this. Phylicia Rashad is a woman, and she's telling other women what a man wants. And I think that's a problem. And I think the problem is the Sisterhood doesn't want, because I've said this before, nobody wants women to fail as much as women. Nobody does. Nobody wants women to fail as much as women. If you want to see some of the worst advice given to women, jump over to TikTok and look at the dating advice, the struggling in marriage advice, doggone it, the dress your kid advice. Nobody gives worse advice to women as women. Nobody does. Now, in this space, it's very interesting that Phylicia Rashad is speaking on behalf of whom? She's speaking on behalf of men. And how dare you speak on behalf of men, the patriarchy? So we're going to jump into this. We're going to jump down here in these comments. These comments are crazy. Like, really? And Phylicia Rashad is consistent because she called this out. Remember this one? Do the locomotion. Remember that? I don't want to get a copyright strike. Look at Phylicia. She was not having this. And the girls today, they'd wear this to church. This, I'm not going to play it, but I'll leave the link. I'm sure you'll be able to see it. I'm with this gentleman right here. I'm with Dominic. If Claire Huxtable says it, is law. I agree. And I think it's interesting. You'll see most men agree with Phylicia Rashad. Phylicia Rashad, as I said earlier, is speaking on behalf of men. Most women are the ones disagreeing. Our women are manipulated and deceived into thinking that men, come on, want women sexualized. In reality, we want women to be powerful and feminine in femininity and intelligence, building their homes and relationships with wisdom and grace. Men do not want what is shared with others. You know what? I'm going to stop right there. Y'all, let's pass the plate. I got to get RJ. RJ got to get some the Hammond B3 out for him. Let's go. We might need the longer Hammond B3 for that one. Pass the plate. I agree. Look, that's some good truth right there, boy. That's it. Now, the problem that I'm seeing is that many men are not addressing or speaking out about what Phylicia Rashad said. I think I'm going to leave this right here. I'm not going to even, there were some other comments I wanted to scroll through, but I'm just going to leave this alone because RJ brought the noise. This is it right here. This is the reality of the situation. And a lot of women are, I find it very interesting that women speak about what men want. And they'll actually argue with you. I've had women argue with me about what I say. Like, how does that even work? Like, how does that work? I'm a guy. I can tell you what I believe, what I think, what I feel. Oh, no. You think this. That's not true. I've had to deal with that with the up and coming young women in my house. Like, that's not what men think. Boys don't think like that. I tell them all the time, like, that's not what boys think. A girl said that. And they're like, well, yeah, so-and-so told me that. I'm like, I told you, a boy didn't say that. I'm telling you this. As a recovering boy, as an aged boy, a vintage boy, we don't think like that. That's not what we're thinking about. I'm just telling you the truth. Shout out to Dee Dee. We're going to give her opportunity to jump in. All right, here we go.
YouTube? It's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another quick reaction video for you guys. Now, Phylicia Rashad, spoke on something that I've been speaking about for a little bit now, and what others have said too, when it comes to women and how they dress. I definitely want you guys to chime in. I want to hear what you have to say on this. It's a short clip that I'm going to play of the audio from the Breakfast Club. Here's the clip.
And I don't mean to be critical, and I hope young ladies listening don't take this as personal criticism, because I don't mean it that way. Mm-hmm. But you're young queens. I'm taken aback when I see on a college campus young women dressed in strips of clothing. Mm. But more importantly than that, no man wants his woman to be out like that. Mm.
So she doesn't address one topic that I think, she didn't address one element of it that I don't think women are considering. Men don't want that. That's the part that Phylicia Rashad said. She does say, young ladies walk around with strips of clothing, X, Y, Z. But she started out by saying men don't want their women dressed like that. And I don't want Lady Dear Woke Christian dressed like that. She wore a dress out the door yesterday. She had a dress on the day before, and I think she had a pantsuit on when she left today. President firstborn and chief executive second, for the most part, they ask me what they look like every day. And because they don't want to misrepresent me as their dad or their mom or themselves, most importantly, they don't want to misrepresent, because they're in an environment where, again, they see a lot of other foolishness. So I think the part that a lot of people are missing is that women aren't dressing like this for other women. They're dressing like this allegedly for males. Men don't want that. So the men that might come to you and address you, they may very well have ill motives. They might just want to hit it and quit it, but they're not actually looking for you for lifetime partners. And we know that because a lot of y'all ain't married. A lot of y'all are not married, and you ain't got a prospect of being married, but you over here got everything hanging out. So maybe, just maybe, but also there's an attitude that comes along with it. And Dee Dee does address that whole can't be told that you're wrong type of attitude. That's not a meritable quality. If you've been married for 10 seconds, you need to be able to adjust to, I'm wrong and this person's right, or I need to accept that we're going in a different direction than maybe what I anticipated. And that's okay to do that. So we realize that because that's what marriage is about. There is a lot of give and take. There's a lot of, I understand now differently than what I did when we started. That's just the way marriage works. So in the argument that this Phylicia Rashad was having, that argument, the conversation that Phylicia Rashad was having, she was talking about what men actually want. And I think she's speaking directly to what men want in marriage. They want in a marriage partner. And this is not it. And so I do think that there's a lot that we need to dig through. We need to go back and have some hard conversations with society. I was telling a friend this morning, I said, you know what? I don't think I ever saw Phylicia Rashad's knees. You never see her in a bikini. Like, that generation doesn't roll like that. But now, I mean, we have a whole different band of females, and how's that worked out for them? I don't think it's worked out well, and I don't think they're willing to have an honest conversation that this is not working. This is not resulting in what we would like to have as our outcomes. And I think that's fair. So you definitely don't have to dress like, in a muumuu or anything of that nature. So don't hear what I didn't say. I didn't say that. What I did say, however, is that we do need to dress a part of society that we want to attract. And if you don't want to attract somebody that's only wants you for what's hanging out and what's shaking, maybe you shouldn't have that part hanging out and shaking. Just a little 2 cents. Just 2 cents. Let me know what y'all think about it. I appreciate y'all so much for rocking with me today.